Welcome to RTC TV4. This is Tim Garrett with my partner, the captain, Shay Cass, and we are live just in time for the first pitch, Shay.
Yeah. What do you think, Tim?
I'm thinking I'm glad that we are live for the first pitch. That's going to be ball one.
Had a little volume issue.
Well, you know, I like to pretend like I'm technologically savvy, but that is questionable at times.
Well, you do have me beat in that department.
Yeah, well, that's not saying too much, Shay.
There's a pop-up. So Wyland leads the game off, pops it up to the pitcher, Marchese. It's going to be the first out. So what do you think tonight, Tim, about the game?
Well, two really good teams. Wheeler Bearcats with a regular season record of 15-9-1. They won a whale of a game against Hebron the other night. 2 hours. Oh, there's a base hit right up the middle. So Klimzak, we've seen her do some damage so far this tournament, Shay.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with her. And we've seen a lot of Wheeler.
Yep, we've seen yes, we have. 10 innings worth the other night. So that Hebron-Wheeler game was really interesting. 2 hours and 45 minutes. It went 10 innings and ended in a walk-off home run fashion. Pretty amazing. Enjoyable game to watch. That's going to be popped straight back for strike one. On the other side of the other dugout, Boone Grove, which will be the home team, coached by Ron Saunders, is 17-16 during regular season. That ball is going to be hit shallow right field and caught by the second baseman for the second out of the inning. So Boone Grove, amazing team. They're just a fantastic ball team.
They are.
And Winamac hung with them quite for the better stretch of last night. And gosh, the better team last night won.
Yeah.
I think that they showed up ready to go, and they were the better team last night. And so they were a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, this Boone Grove team, before this tournament started, I looked at all the schedules and stuff, and they just play a whale of a schedule. They're up. I don't know a lot about them. We don't, travel up that way very much, but just looking down their schedule and who they've played and everything, and wow, their Coach Saunders has them. They're dialed in, fundamentally sound, all across the board, and just a fun team to watch.
Yes, they are. Yep, and Marchese on the mound tonight, or in the circle. She's had a great season, .64 ERA. She's an NCAA Division I recruit that's going to go to Western Illinois. Is that correct? Yeah, Western Illinois. And she's a real deal. I just saw that changeup. That changeup is nasty. When she's placing that thing, I mean, it's she makes girls look silly out there at times.
Here she comes, 1-2 count, way upstairs.
Klimzak's going to advance.
So I believe the first game that we had that Wheeler played, the Lyra had a couple of home runs.
Very impressive third baseman.
Yeah, really.
Threw some leather over there.
Yeah, really good third baseman, has a really strong arm. I think she scored the winning run that night, the 10-inning game. She led off that inning with a base hit, I believe, and then DeSalle hit the home run.
Yep, pitching for Wheeler, DeSalle. We've been really impressed with her. There's that nasty changeup for strike three.
Be it. So after one, Wheeler strands a runner. Coming up for Boone Grove is going to be Hoffman, Richards, and Marchese.
And after a quick message, we'll be right back.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Find your go with Braun Ability, the world's most trusted name in mobility. Braun Ability is a proud supporter of the Winamac community, where we are working together for a more mobile world. Learn more online at braunability.com. Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been proudly serving the community since 1963. With 18 physicians and nurse practitioners, along with a friendly and knowledgeable staff, PMH is dedicated to providing quality care closer to home. More information online at pmhnet.com. Please support our local sponsors.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Garrett with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, scoreless through the first half of the frame. What are we looking at on the mound right now?
Well, we got DeSalle, and I'm curious, Tim, to see what you think, how that long game's going to affect her. I know they had last night off, and she pitched with the first night of the tournament against Rensselaer, right?
Correct. 5-inning game, so they were able to get out after 5 innings with a run rule.
And then when it's really efficient in that first game against Rensselaer, and then threw a lot of pitches on I don't even know what night it was. Must have been Tuesday night in the extra inning game. So I'm kind of curious to see how she comes out. We've seen her really want to work that outside corner.
She's got a lot of mental toughness.
Yeah.
It will be interesting, Shay. In that game the other night, I mean, it was probably 55 when we started the game.
It was about
and at the end of the game, it was with wind chill. I bet it was 35.
Yeah, it was
I mean, it's probably right around, yeah.
It was a late night. It was, 20 till 11 when I got home.
Man, you got to think these kids had to have been tired. And then Wheeler has a 1-hour drive on the way to get home.
So it's going to be strike one. Yeah, and then Boone Grove had a big game last night, and came out on top. But it was, they were down going into the 6th, and then kind of just exploded. But it could be a good game. I know they play. I think it was back on May 5th they played, and Boone Grove handled them pretty good back on May 5th. There's the pitch, just outside. So I think DeSalle needs to get that outside call.
There it is.
So strike 3. So Elise Richards coming up. Richards, a third baseman, another good third baseman. We've saw a lot of good third basemen and catchers in this tournament. A lot of young catchers.
Mm-hmm.
Winamac, Chevalier overthrows there. Winamac, Wheeler, and Boone Grove all have freshman catchers, and they're all really good.
Yep.
We've seen them hit. Obviously Ella has hit a couple home runs in this tournament, and Chevalier had a big home run, game-tying home run the other night late in the game. Coates for Boone Grove had a big hit last night in that 6th inning.
That is kind of interesting to have that many young catchers.
Right.
Especially in such a critical kind of position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching this Chevalier that's behind the plate for Wheeler. Fantastic player. Just seems like a gamer.
Yeah. Yeah, tough girl. There's a collision the other night. She held her ground, held onto the ball, got a little shaken up, but never came out of the game and hit that home run late. So we got 2-2 count. Bottom first, number 2 hitter Richards at the plate. And here's the pitch. Took some off. Sal wanted it maybe a little high. Runs the count full. Field looks good. We had a whale of a storm come through last night, and
that ball's popped up to shallow, right?
Be a tough play right into the sun. Nice job making the catch. Yeah, I was a little concerned today at work. I was thinking, wonder what the field's like. Because
right.
it just this morning just came down. Kelly Marchese up. Great ball player.
Edmund out in right field.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, she really made that look pretty dang easy. But with the sun, I mean, that's not an easy catch out there, Shay.
I mean, she's staring right into it.
Marchese, a .540 batting average on the season. Pretty legit with a .605 on base percentage with 7 home runs.
Winamac was real careful with her last night, and you can't blame them. I mean, here's the pitch. Sal way ahead and threw out of the zone there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Nobody aboard.
There's the pitch. It's going to be popped up out of play. Right side, so Marchese staying alive here. Gets a sign from Chevalier. Here's the pitch. Took some off, fouled into the Little League field. Gonna keep the ball girls busy tonight.
They're hopping.
Yeah. And the pitch. God, they're looking. Nice pitch on the inside part of the plate. So Boone Grove goes down in order, and their half of the first inning coming up for Wheeler is going to be DeSalle, Edmond, and Ockel. And we'll be right back.
All that smoke can only mean one thing. The Winamac Corner Deli is cooking up something delicious. Located in the Old Burger Dairy Store, the Winamac Corner Deli offers everything from daily lunch specials to full-service event catering. Stop in today to try one of our signature creations, like our amazing barbecue nachos or our tantalizing barbecue mac and cheese wrap. Every day is something new, yet familiar. Mouth-watering sandwiches and entrees for any occasion. The Winamac Corner Deli, smoking good food.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston, as we get set for the top of the second inning. So pretty impressed with DeSalle. We were kind of wondering how if she was going to be fatigued a little bit, and she had pretty good pop on the gloves. She certainly doesn't look fatigued.
No, I think she answered our questions.
Yeah, I think she answered the question. So she's got to feel pretty good about 1, 2, 3. So these two teams, you did a little bit of research. We haven't watched them during the regular season, but these two teams did face off earlier in the season.
So hit the walk-off home run the other night in the 10th inning, and I was glad because I was ready to go home.
Yeah,
it was a great game, but you know.
Yeah.
You were kind enough to let me go, and you took care of cleaning everything up here. There's going to be a base hit.
Yep, base hit to left field. So leadoff runner aboard, and DeSalle helping herself out. So you mentioned that you looked up the previous score. So these two teams matched up together.
Yes.
And I didn't check it out. I was really trying to set you up to tell me what you figured out.
Thanks.
And you looked at me silly. It's probably my fault. So did you say 11-0 in favor of Boone Grove?
Kind of put me on the spot, but yeah, I think so. And I believe it was on May 5th.
Okay, I like it.
You know, but we weren't, you know.
That's very specific. That's ground ball to third base. They're going to get the lead runner in DeSalle.
Yeah, the second baseman didn't quite get there, and the third baseman had a double clutch. Maybe, I don't know, tough double play, you know, especially with these short bases. I haven't watched the softball that you have. Do they turn a lot of double plays? Like
Not
baseball?
a ton.
Okay.
Nope. Not a ton. There's far more double plays that are, line outs thrown back to the bag, catching a runner.
Okay.
That happens significantly more than like the ground ball fielded, thrown to second and over to first.
So Ockel up to the plate. Oh, high and inside. Like that must be her dad up there telling her to wear that. It's always the dad says that.
I've said that a couple times.
Very seldom do you hear the mom say that. There's a low strike.
That is interesting. Moms don't usually encourage their kid to stand there and take one.
Coach Becker, he did a really nice job the other night. First base side, it's going to be bobbled. Ockel. They got Ockel on the 1U there, and going to advance the runner to second. So Edmond in scoring position for Wheeler. Going to bring up Allen.
Up next, number 5, Allen.
Allen just a sophomore, 295 on the year. Pretty good average for a sophomore.
Heck yeah, it is.
Fouls it off her ankle. Looks like she's okay. Had a real nice cut there. Here's the pitch. Allen's going to get under it, pop it up, had a good swing, just dropped the shoulder
Might
a little.
be.
Tough
Oh,
play,
that's trouble.
And that's going to get a run in. Allen's going to make the second. Nobody was covering the base. Nice hustle by Allen. Really the first miscue we've seen out of Boone Grove.
It is the first miscue. I think they were errorless last night.
Yeah. He
gonna
hit
be
the
a-
third baseman. Throw it at first, got her. So that's going to do it. So the top of the second, Wheeler gets a run. It's going to be leading off for Boone Grove. It's going to be Coach Zoll and Downham. And we'll be right back.
Summit Contractor Supply is the area's leading supplier of tools, parts, products, and services to commercial and industrial contractors throughout northern Indiana and southern Michigan. Offering Milwaukee Electric Tools, DeWalt Power Tools, Metabo Power Tools, and more, Summit has the blades, bits, fasteners, and anchors to get the job done right. Summit is also a factory-authorized service and repair center. Contact Summit for all of your contractor supply needs.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, if you are Wheeler, you're feeling pretty good about getting that first run on the board.
Yeah, yes, they seem to be playing really loose. They're having some really good at-bats, and they just, they really don't have anything to lose. We talked about it. Boone Grove's got to be the favorite, I'm sure. They've just their record, and they've played earlier in the year, so – yeah, I think the longer they hang around, the better shot they've got, the more confidence they're going to get as the game goes on.
Well, you got to wonder, not that I'm somebody that can put myself in their shoes very well, but you play a long game in a really cold weather. These kids love softball. This softball season's a grind. And that game, I'm sure it was fun on one hand, but physically, I don't know. When it's cold outside, do you think about going out and playing baseball?
No.
I don't. So then they come out, and it's, 75, 80 degrees today, a light breeze, beautiful scenery and environment. They probably are feeling pretty loose after that experience.
Yeah, almost perfect conditions tonight. We had some drizzle the other night, and it was, upper 30s with the wind blowing, and you're sitting here with Carhartts on.
Yep, I had my bib overalls. That's a hard shot down the right side off the light pole.
Came back in. Yeah, and they don't have anything to lose. I'm sure that Coach Becker had them rest up last night. Maybe they watched our broadcast. Got her on the inside corner. So, DeSalle's just coming at him. She's just throwing a lot of strikes. Gonna bring Zoll up to the plate. Gonna be a base hit. Great piece of hitting. Throw comes into first. Now the pitcher came with a high outside pitch, and Zoll just went with it. And that was textbook, Tim.
And she made that look easy.
Yeah.
The tendency is to want to pull a ball,
Mm-hmm.
but taking that outside pitch the other way, very
Popped
disappointing.
up. It's going to be out of play. Coach Saunders telling her to swing hard. I like it.
Yeah. DeSalle.
Another strike. Quickly ahead in the count.
So Zoll just the first base runner for Boone Grove early in this contest.
Just missed. That's exactly where she wanted to go. Not much that Downham could do with that pitch. I didn't write down what they did last night, so I can't give you that information. Sal wanted that one. The crowd wanted it. Real close.
I think Chevalier might have been set up outside, so
I'm sure it looked closer than it really was if you weren't right behind it.
Back outside.
Looked like the
Yeah.
shortstop Wagner might have been moving to that ball's going to sneak through, so she's going to get to second base.
Yeah.
Looked like the shortstop was trying to make a move to second base, like there might have been a hit and run on, and had she just stayed put and played the ball first, I think it would have been right to her, but they kind of caught her creeping over towards second. And
yeah, I didn't think there was a steal, but she was definitely going towards second. So that's going to bring up Caitlin Zawicki. And Boone Grove has something going here. Right to her. They're going to go to the plate.
wow, great put out at home.
Wow.
That's a beautiful thing about softball.
Wow.
So Wagner kind of biffed in terms of I wouldn't call it an error, but she wasn't in her spot the previous at bat, and then gets a ground ball hit to her and gets a put out at home plate. Shay, that's kind of that redemption that comes with this sport, right?
Hard hit ball right to her, and she didn't hesitate, came right home, and what a great play by Chevalier.
Yeah, Chevalier just kind of took command of home plate there. And
the runner, Zawicki's going to advance to second. It's going to bring up Ferguson. Ferguson's a shortstop. So 1-1 count, 2 outs. Wow, that was a big-time play.
It was a big-time play. She was going home all the way. I mean, there's no hesitation, was there?
Yeah, and you know, if you're Coach Saunders, you got to do that. It's
ground
early
ball
in the
hit to
game.
second base. That's going to be the
They're
third
gonna
out
get
of the
out of
inning. So trouble brewing, but nothing crossing.
Yeah, so let's see, no, they strand 2, no runs. And coming up for Wheeler, it's going to be the top of the lineup, Wheelan, Klimzak, and Chevalier.
We'll be right back.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt, my partner, the captain, Shay Cast. And Shay, we're seeing some good softball so far.
We are.
I'm really enjoying myself. I like a quick-paced game that's well played, efficient, and that's what's happening.
Yeah, both pitchers are just getting up there and throwing, not taking a lot of time. And we mentioned that last night with Kelsey. Seemed like she got in a groove there at one point and retired some batters, and she was just getting up and throwing. You know, she wasn't stepping off and catching her breath, and both Marchesi and Dusau were doing that tonight.
Now up for Wheeler,
Yep, a lot of fun to watch.
39, Weiland.
So Weiland coming to the plate. She's a leadoff hitter. Struck out, and no, she didn't. What did she do? Popped out to the pitcher the first at bat. Goes after a high pitch, swings and misses. Weiland's batting .400 on the year. Goes after it again. A little frustrated with herself, maybe. Kezi's way up in the count here. Let's see if she comes with that changeup. Just inside. You know, we've been really impressed with that changeup, and I think now would be the time to throw it. She just busted it in her hands, a fastball, and
Well, yeah, that's the thing with Marchesi. She's going to have you guess in 2 strikes. She has a lot of pitches to choose from. Be fouled straight back.
Weiland's going to foul it off.
Yep, she might have been sitting on a changeup, and all of a sudden that ball blasted about 6 inches inside off the plate.
Yeah, a good piece of hitting there just to get a piece of it. Just barely stayed alive. So Weiland's battling.
Weiland's not an easy out.
No. Led off the first game of the tournament with a home run.
Against Rensselaer.
Against Rensselaer.
That was awesome. Followed by Klimzak.
Yes.
With a home run.
There's
She's
be
going to
a
fist that
flare,
one to
yeah.
left field.
great piece of hitting. You know, you're looking at, I'd say, that one of the better pitchers in the state. You know, definitely our area, and just battled and just fisted one into the outfield. Just floated it over the shortstop. So Klimzak got a hit, base hit her first time up. Center fielder.
So Wyland with 3 stolen bases on the season. Ooh, up and in.
Yeah.
I like the chin music. She's not scared of going up in there.
Yeah, no, she's not. And that's what makes you so good. You know, you're not scared to go in there.
Kind of a little bit quieter at the park tonight. I mean, there are plenty of fans that turned out.
Yeah.
See a lot of Winamac kids, a lot of Winamac people.
Yeah, good atmosphere. Looks like both teams traveled well. I can't see there's some bleachers down the third base side I can't see that's hidden by the dugout, but a lot of people in the outfield leaning against the fence. A little quieter out there. We had somebody making some noise out there yesterday.
Shows bunt, takes a ball. Be safe at second.
Yep, got in. Going to get a runner in scoring position here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the third. Wheeler leading 1-0. Way upstairs. So nobody out. It's now Klimzak, I'm guessing, setting on 1 pitch.
So we talked about Wheeler potentially being tired. Oh, that's going to be a walk off the plate. So we talked about Wheeler in their 10th inning game the other night. You know, you got to wonder about, you know, is there a potential impact on the Wolves here? They played just last night, and then they had an hour drive home.
Right.
And probably didn't get to bed particularly early.
Right.
And had to make the drive back to Winamac for, you know, the sectional championship. So.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely, Tim. It's going to be a little pop-up. Infield fly rules called. So Marchese gets the dangerous Chevalier, and that's going to bring Lyra to the plate. Lyra's had a real good tournament. Here comes the pitch. Low.
Great stop by the catcher.
It was. Great stop. You just dropped down and just did what you were supposed to do, you know?
Yep. That's Caitlin Coates behind the plate.
Way up high.
You know, one of the hardest parts about that, you know, getting that ball behind the plate for a catcher is not only do you get down and you really block it like a wall, but you got to get your chin down. So your face, that's going to be popped up to the pitcher.
Yeah, infield fly again.
Marchese 1 out away from getting out of a jam here.
Yeah, DeSal's going to be looking to help herself here, help her own cause a little bit. Yeah, you don't want to get hit in the throat. You know,
you don't want to get hit in the throat, but you also the angle of the mask. So if it hits your mask and you're tilted down, it's going to bounce in front of you instead of bounce off to the side or straight behind you. That's going to pass ball is going to advance 2 runners.
Yeah, I thought she might have had a chance. It hit the fence and bounced right back to her, but a great jump by who is that? Is that out there who was on second base? Wheeland?
Wheeland, yeah. Wheeland's at third now. And Klimzak over at second.
So 2 runners in scoring position. I'm going to guess that Marchese's going to be real careful here.
2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah,
she's got first base open. Yeah, she's going to nibble a little bit.
Yeah, she's not going to leave anything over the heart of the plate.
Now it looks like they're getting crossed up with signs, so she's going to step out. And, you know, we saw this last night. Actually, right before she gave up the only RBIs of the game. They walked her. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was happening there.
So it's going to bring up Edmond. Edmond, the right fielder. We're going to call in a courtesy runner.
2 outs, and the bases are jammed with Bearcats.
So Edmond could break this game wide open here. You know, the runners are, with 2 outs, the runners are going to be going on contact, so that's going to be a factor.
It's going to be a factor, especially if she works the count full. That ball hit hard.
Well.
That's going to be reeled in by the center
right
fielder.
to the center fielder, but hit really well. So Wheeler leaves the bases loaded. Coming up for Boone Grove, it's going to be Pate, then the top of the order, Hoffman and Richards.
So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
This is old you. And this is now you. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt, my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, what a great night to be at the park.
It is.
I mean, so, you know, one thing, you got to kind of compliment Winamac, athletic director Bill Ball for hosting sectionals. This is kind of an ordeal locally. The maintenance staff at the school did a nice job preparing the field all week under less than ideal conditions. They did a nice job. And, you know, when you host sectionals, it's really a chance to kind of show off your facilities a little bit. And a little bit non-traditional, Winamac plays at the park instead of at the school. But I got to tell you, Shay, our park is nice.
It's
I mean,
beautiful.
for a small town, we have one of the nicest parks, really, I've been to in a small town. That ball
A nice
hit
play by
sharply.
Lyra.
Quickly, 1 out. That Lyra's, she's just money over there, dude.
She is.
But really nice facilities. I know there's, you know, they talk at different times about possibly getting a softball field at the school, and, you know, it comes up here and there. And, you know, I suppose it'll probably happen someday, but I just assume they play at the park. I think it's cool down here.
Yeah, you know, I always kind of wanted one at the school. I know there's challenges with the school and the park, the town, whatever, with us playing down here, and being here for this tournament and the atmosphere, the people. It's a nice play by the second baseman. You know, the people down here, it's packed, and it's just a great atmosphere. And I'm with you. After sitting here through this, I'd rather just keep it here.
I think we could invest in our sound system a little bit more. That's probably something that needs to happen someday. But outside of that, I mean, pretty nice facilities.
Yeah.
Well hit ball to right field. Right fielder's
Keeps it in front. It's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, the pitcher, Marchesi. Yeah, you know, you got to credit the town and the park board for keeping the facilities nice also.
There's something about, you know, a Little League game going on one field, a Babe Ruth game on another. Well struck ball.
Yeah,
it's going to
base hit.
Fielded by the center fielder. There might be a play here at third base. Wow. And Lyra puts the tag on for the third out of the inning. Wow.
I don't know what he's arguing about here.
Looks like Saunders isn't happy.
Yeah, I don't know what that's, you know, it seems like every call.
Saunders wasn't happy, and Simpson was just walking away from him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was warning him. He didn't seem real interested in what he had to say.
So anyway, after 3, it's Wheeler 1, Boone Grove nothing.
We're gonna take a quick break here.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, that inning ended in style. You know, anytime Lyra touches the ball, it's a good thing, I think,
Right,
for Wheeler. And, wow, heck of a throw by the center fielder.
Mm-hmm.
Get the put out at third base. She threw a rocket right on the money. And Lyra was in the right spot to make that play. Coach Saunders right there on top of it. And also, the home plate umpire was in a really good position.
Right.
Didn't even look close from here.
No,
but,
she tagged her 3 or 4 steps away from the base.
But Saunders not real happy about that call.
No, I don't know what he was arguing about, but it seems to be kind of a theme there. But no, great hustle by Richards. You got to go for it at that point in the game. So
first
I
pitch
like
strike by Marchesi.
And it took a perfect throw.
It did.
Perfect, for everything to happen there, and you take chances, and it just sometimes doesn't work out. There's going to be a tough play. Akko hustling down the line. They're going to get her. Nice play by the second baseman.
Yeah, that was a good job, just keeping that, staying with that ball, keeping it in front of her, and not panicking. I see a lot of girls in that situation start to panic, and then they throw the ball kind of, wild or off balance. But she knew she had enough time. She could compose herself and was able to stick with it and make the play.
That's Hoffman out there at second base for Boone Grove. A little bit low.
What do you say about Dusau? I mean, she's shown a lot of composure and looks really good tonight, Shay.
Yeah, she has. They both have. Both pitchers have done well. Good pitch. Not much Allen could do with that. Here's the pitch, just inside. It's going to be a 2 balls, 1 strike count on Allen. Allen, the second baseman for Wheeler, number 8 hitter.
Allen got that art. Oh, that's going to be trouble in the infield. Second baseman charging. It's going to be safe at first base.
Yeah. So that was just kind of fisted.
You could have thrown that ball out there better.
Yeah,
Shay.
yeah. Marchese's what? Tall girl. I'd say 5'10"ish, 6 foot, somewhere in there. Just sitting down looking at her, and she jumped up, and I couldn't tell if it hit her mid or not. And
I don't think it did. And Hoffman was charging hard.
Yeah.
Made as good a play on the ball as you're going to make.
Yeah, no, Hoffman done a great job out there too. Just like you said, just the placement of the ball, you just couldn't go out there and set it any better. It's going to bring up Wagner, shortstop.
So,
bunt it. Coach Becker telling her how it has to go to the ground, but the same token, if it would have got over her head,
you never know. She would have looked brilliant.
Yeah.
So Allen with that infield single, she's also the girl that had the RBI on an error in the first inning.
Just getting the bat on the ball, Here comes the pitch. Got her looking. It's going to be the second out. I'm going to bring it to the top of the order. So Weiland comes up. Weiland's got a single. Pop back to the pitcher.
Coach Becker gave a couple signs.
Weiland pops it high in the air.
It's going to stay in bounds.
Richards, the third baseman, makes the play. So the top of 4, no runs. Wheeler strands 1 runner. Coming up for Boone Grove, it's going to be Coach Zoll and Downham. And we'll be right back.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt, my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, we have ourselves a pretty good ball game.
We do.
1-0 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Been a handful of runners stranded. We've seen some really good defensive plays.
We have, yeah.
We're seeing great pitching. Two good hitting teams.
This is fun.
This is fun.
This is fun.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Coates. Went down looking the first time. Sal's pitch is high. Ball 1.
I bet you she doesn't go down looking twice.
No. She's hitting in that cleanup spot for a reason. Just low.
Like Dusau's really being careful here with Coates.
Mm-hmm.
She likes the fact that no runs have crossed.
Sal's going to take her time out there. Well, she's ready, and here comes the pitch. Down the middle, it's going to be a tough play. Edmond right there. And again, battling the sun out there. Well struck ball by Coach, just right at the right fielder. It's going to bring up Zolzol. Got a base hit last time and was thrown out at home plate on a close play. Sal's ready, and here comes the pitch. Just on the inside part of the plate. Good call by the umpire.
Just off the plate, outside.
So, yeah, she's being real careful here again.
We haven't seen Dusau miss a lot, like throwing right over the middle of the plate, you know?
Yeah.
She hasn't thrown a lot of cookies up there.
It's going to be a strike. Yeah.
See, that one just touches the outside corner.
Yeah, and we've seen it all tournament. Mm-hmm. You know, this is the third game we've seen her pitch. Ball's hit to the second baseman. Makes the play. It's going to be 2 quick outs for Wheeler. We'll bring up Downham. Downham got a base hit last time. Downham, the first baseman for Boone Grove. Senior, 303 on the year, has a home run. Pops up, it's going to be out of play, first base side. Just the pitch, just off the plate. So we got a 1-1 count, Tim. There's a pitch. Got a little more of the plate than she wanted. Base hit for Downham. She's 2 for 2.
That ball was pretty close to off the end of her bat. Didn't have a lot on it, but a good piece of hitting.
There's a wiki up. Runner on first, 2 out. Just outside. Sal wanted it.
Pretty good pitch. Didn't get it.
He's hit hard into the gap. Left fielder gets over there. She's going to bobble it. Gets it back in. Nobody hurt there. This is a wiki with a base hit. It's going to bring up Ferguson. Ferguson grounded out to the second baseman.
So trouble Broom with 2 outs here.
Mm-hmm.
With 1 runner in scoring position for the Wolves.
We're going to have a pinch runner.
I think they're going to bring somebody in for Downham to run.
I think Coach Saunders is, thinking it's going to be a pretty tight game here, and maybe he can squeeze a run here. Good piece of coaching by Mr. Saunders.
Yeah, in a game like this, and every run counts.
Yeah, it just kind of has a feel of a close game,
Well, it is a close game, so
well, I mean, later on. Of course, we thought that last night too, and Boone Grove just exploded.
Yeah, that's true.
Right to Lyra. She just turns around, steps on the base. Boy, this Lyra, she's a ball player.
Yeah.
So Boone Grove's going to strand 2 coming up for Wheeler. It's going to be Klimzak, Chevalier, and Lyra. And we'll be right back.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhart with the captain. Oh, Shay. I kind of like Marchese when she's warming up, in between innings. She just kind of softly throwing that ball in there, just kind of staying loose,
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of pitchers do that. Most of the time they go through there, and really try to find a spot and find a rhythm, but she just loosens up a little bit and just, I don't know, I kind of like it.
Yeah,
it gives her a different kind of presence. I think.
You see some of them get like a running start and throw it, and she just she commands the circle out there.
Well struck ball by Klimczak. That's going to be just foul.
She just commands it out there. She's real calm, and it's really impressed.
Calm, stoic.
Stoic's
a good word. You like
Tim,
that word?
I like that.
It's one of my favorite two-syllable words.
I'm going to have to use that.
All right.
How do you spell that?
I'll write it down for you.
Ooh,
there's
great
that nasty
pitch.
changeup. Yeah, you might as well not even swing at that one, even if it is a strike,
So 2 strikes on Klimczak. He's getting protection mode up here. Ooh, great hold. Great pitch and a great hold.
Yeah, that rise ball's coming in there pretty quick.
Here comes the pitch. Got her. Great pitch. It's going to be 1 down here in the top half of the 5th. You bring up Chevalier. Chevalier's popped up to the second baseman and the shortstop. Oh, wow.
Hit the ball hard at the third baseman. Makes a pretty good stab at it and just off her glove. That ball was well struck.
Yeah, they call it the hot corner for a reason. Not much Richards can do there. It's more of a reaction, protection there. Stuck her mitt out, and it hit off her mitt and trickled to the fence. Great effort. So Lyra coming to the plate. Lyra, a senior. Goes after the high pitch, a little behind it. Strike 1. Lyra batting .487 on the year. Well, these are all regular season stats.
That is not too shabby.
So Lyra puts down a good bunt.
That's going to move the runner, get the job done.
There's going to be 2 outs, so you're base open. Hey, what's up, Aubrey?
Hey, Shay.
So what do you think's going to happen here with the base open?
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of opportunity here, especially with the way the game's going so far.
Yeah. So now you got 2 bases open with the sow up. I think Marchese's going to be real careful. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So how do you feel? Big game last night, Aubrey. You guys did good.
Yeah, well, I guess, as good as you can be after a loss.
You want to be out here, don't you?
Oh, yeah, it does. Hurts a little bit, but
I bet.
Just makes me bitter for next year, I guess.
There you go. Makes you hungry.
Oh, yeah. I like being the underdog.
So I'm thinking DeSalle's setting on this pitch. Setting on one pitch here.
Oh, yeah.
She's got the green light.
1 pitch.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I think she's got the green light on 1 pitch. It's going to be ball 4. It's going to bring up Edmond. Coach Becker's going to get a courtesy runner in for his pitcher. Edmond's the right fielder, made a couple nice plays tonight. The sun's wicked down here.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
it affect you at first base, Aubrey?
Well, yeah, especially at first base and right
Yeah.
field. Looking up right in that angle, it gets kind of tight.
Yeah. It's going to be strike one. Here comes the pitch. Just off the inside corner. Evens count at 1-1. Edmund, a senior, 295 on the year. Jump in there anytime, Aubrey.
All right.
That time she got the inside corner. So I think anything that finds grass is probably going to be 2 runs.
Oh, yeah, I'd say.
Just got a piece of it. Quick game.
Oh, yeah. I didn't expect it to be like this at all,
Time
really.
It is 6:48. Good pitch. Wow. It's wicked. So that's going to do it for the top half of the 5th. Wheeler Strands 2. Coming up for Boone Grove is going to be Pate, Hoffman, and Richards.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Find your go with Braun Ability, the world's most trusted name in mobility. Braun Ability is a proud supporter of the Winamac community, where we are working together for a more mobile world. Learn more online at braunability.com. Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been proudly serving the community since 1963. With 18 physicians and nurse practitioners, along with a friendly and knowledgeable staff, PMH is dedicated to providing quality care closer to home. More information online at pmhnet.com. Please support our local sponsors.
Welcome back to Winamac Softball Park. Hello, this is Ella with the captain, Shay Caston.
On RTC TV4.
Yes.
We got Ella Gerhart with us last night. Ella, tell me a little bit about your Grand Slam.
Well,
Were your legs shaking as much as mine were back here?
Not really. I just kind of wanted to hit the ball, you know? Just looking for contact.
Well, I'd say you made contact.
A little bit.
So we got a great ball game here.
Oh, yeah. This is a really good game to watch,
It
especially
is.
for anyone in the crowd, honestly.
Yeah. Saw a lot of Winamac people here tonight.
Yep, a couple of our teammates are here. Just here to see.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a shot.
Pate smokes one in the outfield. It's going to one-hop the fence. Pate in with a double. So Pate takes the first pitch and just drives it to left field for a double.
Really good ball.
Yeah. So that's got to be huge. You know, your number 9 hitter comes up and doubles, and now you got the top of the lineup. You got Hoffman, Richards, Marchese coming up.
Right, this is right where you want to be with the runner on second.
Yeah. Hoffman, a freshman, batting .429.
Wow.
You know, Richards is batting .425. Couldn't get the bunt down. Marchese's batting, .540. So, Boone Grove's in business here.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna be fouled off. It's gonna make the Little League field. Let's see if our ball girl's over there. Reagan's a ball girl. She's all
Aw,
over it.
That's fun.
Looks like she's more on her phone than chasing balls, but 2 strikes. Good pitch. So when you're catching, are you calling pitches or is that coming from the
No,
dugout?
that comes from the dugout.
Okay.
I just relay the message.
Okay, you're the middleman.
Yes.
Okay.
Good ball.
Good piece of hitting to advance the runner. It's going to move Pate to third. Just 1 out. You'd think that Sal's looking for a strikeout here.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
She's got 3 on the night. just off the inside corner.
Pretty pitch.
Yeah, she wanted the pitch. I think they made the right call.
She's batting .425.
Ella getting a little coaching on the broadcast from her dad, Tim.
I'm getting better.
So last night I knew your ball was gone as soon as you hit it, but I didn't see where it landed because I was watching your sister jump around out here. She knew it was gone off the bat.
Oh yeah, she got more excited than I did.
Coach Belcher was saying 2 outs, come on, and Aubrey's out there jumping around.
Just watching the ball.
Yeah.
Just standing there, right in the middle of second.
Two balls, one strike. Boone Grove threatening here in the fifth. Bunt. Good bunt. Runner's coming home. She's going to be safe. Good play.
Good squeeze.
Yeah. Textbook play there. So that's going to tie the game at 1. Marchese has struck out and got a base hit tonight. It's her 3rd time up. So your dad and I have talked quite a few times this. Wow.
Oh, that's a shot.
We've talked quite a few times. The center fielder comes up with it quick. Throw goes to 3rd.
Close.
Yeah. Lyra had to come off the base and get it. By the 3rd time through the lineup, the hitter's got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you see the ball. You see the ball enough. Even if it's a tough pitcher, you see it enough, and you get kind of an idea of what the pitcher's going to pitch you and where they're going to throw it.
Some coats coming to the plate, so they're going to courtesy runner for the pitcher at second base. Coach Becker's going to come out for Wheeler and talk to his infield. It's a pretty strong throw from Klemzak out there into 3rd.
Yeah, not a bad throw at all.
I think that's what Coach Saunders was looking for the couple innings ago when the girl got thrown out. And it was just a perfect throw. That one was just a little offline.
So Jay, how do you like doing the broadcast for softball opposed to basketball?
It's fun, the weather's nice. Or when the weather's nice. The other night was a lot of fun, great game, but man, it was cold.
Oh my gosh, I know. It was a long game too.
Yeah.
A couple hours.
No, I like it. I'm a basketball fan. I love basketball, but this is fun too. I like softball.
Yeah.
Your dad and I have had some fun this week doing this.
Oh yes, I think we all know that.
It's gonna be fouled off to the first base side. I got to talk to the Hammer last night on the phone. That's always nice talking to the Hammer.
Oh,
yeah,
always.
Somehow your dad dialed up a conference call. I'm not sure how that happened, but.
Ask her about the bat.
I'm supposed to ask you about the bat that girl's swinging.
What is that? The ghost bat? Oh, that bat has so much pop on it.
So
I'm pretty sure it's an Easton.
Okay.
I think it's I don't know. It just has so much pop. It's like crazy.
So when I first started playing slow pitch, it was in the aluminum bat days.
Oh yeah.
So we used Worths, and then Worths and DeMarinis were real popular then. And then when they went to composite bats, our team switched to Eastons for about 10 years. And and then the last few years I played, we switched back to Worths, but. You don't see many Worths out here in fast pitch.
You see DeMarini, Louisville Sluggers, Eastons.
So slow pitch is pretty much Easton and Worth. There was Mikan for a few years. A lot of guys use. That's going to get down.
Ooh, that's going to score.
Oh.
Score 2?
Just one. They had a hold. So it'll be the runners had to kind of hold out there to see if she caught it.
Good spot for that ball.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. So that's Zell's second hit, or Zoll, excuse me, second hit for the night. My writing's not the best, so kind of get the names mixed up. It's going to be fouled over the concession stand there. Strike one. Downham at the plate. Downham's 2 for 2, couple singles. It's going to give Boone Grove the lead here in the fifth, bottom of the fifth. Straight bag. I think the Little League field looks like, who is that over there, Coach? And they had to dodge the ball. Is that Mr. Burton?
Yes, Mr. Burton.
Okay. It's like he's having a Little League practice. So DeSalle's way ahead here. Good pitch. So as a catcher, what do you call in here, or Ella? You know, you're way ahead. And
way ahead. Keep it out of the zone.
yeah.
Nothing she can really touch. Oh.
Coming home with it. You didn't have to tag her, but went ahead and done it anyway. It's going to be 2 outs.
Wheeler's not looking bad here.
No.
He can get out of it with 1.
And they're going to feel pretty good about themselves if they get out of this, you know, with just giving up 2 runs.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up Zawicki. Zawicki's a freshman, batting .280. Takes the first pitch strike. So DeSalle just hitting that outside corner.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice pitch. Good spot for that.
He's upstairs. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to get 2
nice
in.
Ball.
Throw's going to come to the plate. You're going to have her at third. Oh, I didn't see what happened. I was blocked by the umpire.
She threw it a little high.
Okay,
She
yeah,
slid in under the tag.
I didn't see what happened. I saw the umpire say safe. Good piece of hitting there. And Zawicki moves up to second.
Timely hitting is crucial in these kind of situations where you can get a couple RBIs off.
Yeah, you would have felt like if Wheeler could have got out of that with 2, they would have went into the dugout with some momentum.
Right. Now it's kind of decreasing.
Saunders going to call a timeout and talk to his batter. Long conversation here. So I think we're ready.
Couple RBIs here would just put them right where they want to be.
Yeah, it'd blow the game wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Popped up. It's going to be out of play, first base side. So Ferguson is a junior, 288 on the year. Shortstop. So way up in the air.
Foul ball, looks like.
Edmond makes the catch. Edmond's played well out there, so.
Yeah, she really has.
Boone Grove gets 4 that inning. It's going to make it a 1-4 game heading into the top of the 6th. Wheeler's going to have Ockel, Allen, and Wagner. And we'll be right back.
All that smoke can only mean one thing. The Winamac Corner Deli is cooking up something delicious. Located in the Old Burger Dairy Store, the Winamac Corner Deli offers everything from daily lunch specials to full-service event catering. Stop in today to try one of our signature creations, like our amazing barbecue nachos or our tantalizing barbecue mac and cheese wrap. Every day is something new, yet familiar. Mouth-watering sandwiches and entrees for any occasion. The Winamac Corner Deli, smoking good food.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt, my partner, the captain, Shay Caston.
Welcome back, Tim.
Well, thank you very much. Didn't go far. So the, you just kind of were waiting for that inning, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
Marchesi kind of laughed, and she lobbed one in there, and it I don't know. It was about 8 feet away from the strike zone. She just laughing.
Real loose out there on the mound. She has been all night, you know. Never gets rattled.
Home plate umpire said that he thought that might have been a strike.
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
He said if it was 30 degrees and a 15-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, then it would
so
have been,
it would have been a strike the other night.
Yeah, exactly.
Good pitch.
Ockel at the plate for Wheeler.
Ockel, a freshman, 352 on the year. Chases one upstairs. Ockel's their first baseman. It's going to be a 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Way upstairs. Ockel went after it for the strikeout.
Next up, number 5, Allen.
It's a fifth strikeout for Marchese. Allen swings and misses. Allen got a base hit last time and reached on an error her first at bat. Allen's been on base twice.
Played a pretty good second base tonight, too.
Yeah, both defenses have played nice. Saw some nice plays, nice throws. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, strike two. So count 1 and 2. One down here in the top of the 6th. Gonna be a close play. It was a swinging
Drop
strike.
third,
Yeah,
strike,
drop
and
third.
She's gonna reach. That's the second time she's reached on air. So I would say that'll probably be scored a wild pitch. You think, Shay? Or a pass ball?
I'm gonna score a wild pitch.
Yeah. In your book's the only one we really care about.
Yeah.
Well struck ball.
So Wagner coming up to the plate. It probably could have went either way.
Yeah.
So Wagner, a freshman, 365 on the year. Take strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first.
She might have had something on her eye or something.
Yeah. Got her looking. Big pitch there. It's going to be 2 down. Brings us to the top of the order. Weiland. Weiland had a base hit in the 3rd inning. It's also flown out to the pitcher and the 3rd baseman.
Coach Becker encouraging her to take a even swing. Nice level swing.
Got a piece of the changeup.
It's hard to hold off that pitch.
Yeah. So tell me about these wristbands, Tim. What do you know about them?
Well, what I can tell you is they have numbers on them,
right?
that correspond. So instead of old school, like giving signs, you know, motion with your arm, touching your hat, going across your chest, now they use number sequences. Girls just look at their wristbands, and that tells them what the coach wants them to do. If they want them to steal, take a pitch, bunt, fake bunt.
Okay.
And sometimes they just say numbers just that don't mean anything.
Okay.
To keep the defense off, off their track. I know a travel ball team that when my girls early on were involved in travel ball, I used to take my camera and try to take pictures of the opposing team's wristbands.
Nice.
That's not. I shouldn't be proud of that, but I only did it a couple of times, and yeah, I guess this is confession night at the ballpark. So,
and Winamac does not use those, correct? The wristbands.
Correct.
Okay.
They do to call in pitches.
Okay. So Ella as a catcher would wear one.
Yes, she wears one. Correct.
I didn't ask Ella who's calling in the pitches. Is that something Abby does, or
I think generally Courtney Brandt does.
Okay.
And I know one of Ella's goals this year, or one of her goals for this year, is to prepare so she's at the point where she can call her own pitches. So that's something that's really important to Ella. And a good catcher that's in the game, you can see the pitches differently. Obviously, when you're catching, great foul ball.
Yeah, Weiland just fighting everything off here, doing a great job.
So, when you're in the dugout, it's really kind of hard to see what that movement really looks like and getting a really good feel for each pitch. And the catcher is able to because they're catching that ball. So, you have a catcher that's smart and understands the game and knows what their pitcher's doing can be a really good resource for that.
Hey, she's battling up there. I like it. Neither player backing down, the pitcher, the batter, and see what happens.
Weiland, left fielder for Wheeler. Kind of like the name Bearcats.
I do too.
Cool.
What is a Bearcat?
I was kind of thinking that.
Wow, great at bat. I don't know how many pitches she's seen. I was really into the armband conversation, but it's been a lot of pitches.
It's been a lot of pitches.
Just off the outside corner. So the runner stole. The catcher held the ball there. Thought it was a strike. Did what she was supposed to do. Nobody yelled the runner's going. And she threw it. The runner overslid the base, and nobody's seen it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, foul tip into the mitt. That's going to get her. Strike 3. So Wheeler leaves one stranded in scoring position. Coming up for Boone Grove, it's going to be Pate, the top, then Hoffman and Richards.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Summit Contractor Supply is the area's leading supplier of tools, parts, products, and services to commercial and industrial contractors throughout northern Indiana and southern Michigan. Offering Milwaukee Electric Tools, DeWalt Power Tools, Metabo Power Tools, and more, Summit has the blades, bits, fasteners, and anchors to get the job done right. Summit is also a factory-authorized service and repair center. Contact Summit for all of your contractor supply needs.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Garrett with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Andy Simpson behind the plate tonight, part of the official crew. He's been here all week, and he has been
here all week.
He's done a really, really good job.
Yeah, he has done. We've had, I think 3 officials.
Yeah. And we let him know if we didn't think he was doing a good job.
Yes,
too.
we would. He's laughing.
Maybe we're trying to get some calls set up for next year where he's more favorable towards Winamac.
Yeah, we've had Mr. Simpson and Lauren. Meyerly, and I haven't got the other gentleman's name out here, but him and Lauren have kind of split, and Mr. Simpson's been hard smoked right at who's that Klimzak out there. That was Pate. So Pate's really seeing the ball good. She got the last inning started off with a double.
Now up, number 22, Hoffman.
So it's going to bring the leadoff hitter Hoffman up to the plate. Right to the shortstop. Hoffman's moving down the line. They're going to get her. Great hustle by Hoffman. Great play by the shortstop.
How many pitches? Is that 2 pitches, 2 outs?
I think so, yeah.
I think it is, too. Those are quick innings.
Can bring up Richards.
Now up, number 4, Richards.
Richards had a single last time and a single the time before. Popped out to the right fielder, flew out to the right fielder her first time up. Richards hitting the ball good.
Hit ball to the
shortstop again. The shortstop charges it and goes off her mid into the outfield.
Looks like that took kind of a funny hop there.
Yeah, it did. And you know what? One thing about our field, I've coached on it for several years now. You normally don't get many bad hops, but I noticed that was right in the base path where it took that funky hop, and you got to wonder if maybe it didn't hit, divot from a shoe or something.
Yeah, the ground's going to be a little bit soft. The field looks like it's been in really great shape, but but it's still got to be a little bit of moisture in there.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, we're surrounded by 3 sides by the river here, and we've had how much rain the last couple days?
We've had some rain.
Wow.
That's out of here.
Yeah.
No, that's a no-doubter, Shay. Mercy.
Wow, that ball was crushed to straightaway center field. 2-run homer. That's the first homer we've seen tonight, isn't it?
I think it's the first homer. You're right. Yeah, you knew that as soon as that left.
Yeah.
She scolded it.
She smoked that ball out there. That was a nice piece of hitting. Just kind of outside, and she just kind of went out and got it. Coach Becker's going to come out and talk to his team.
So I was trying to prompt Ella to talk about that bat, that ghost bat.
Okay.
So Indiana high school baseball allows that bat, but there are certain bats that are outlawed in different leagues, and there are several travel leagues that you can't use that bat because it has so much pop to it. So my girls have actually been bugging me to get one of those for them.
I splurged for $350, Dad, on that bat.
Yeah, that's about how that goes.
So now when you go to like travel tournaments, do they compression test the bats? Because I know in slow pitch tournaments, I had to have all my bats checked before you could use them.
They don't compression test them, but they'll check which bat if it has the right
stamps.
Right stamps, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And they're usually looking for, if it's a league where that certain bats are outlawed, they're looking for those bats.
Okay. There's a base hit up the middle of Coates.
We were talking to Coach Belcher last night about hitting being contagious.
Yeah.
And that's just the deal. And whether it's baseball, from the major leagues on down to little league, the same as it is in softball. That sometimes it takes 1 or 2 kids getting a little pop on it, and can turn things around.
And you had to kind of think this Boone Grove team was going to break out. They're just too good of a team. You look up and down their lineup, and there's just a lot of 400s, 300 batting averages. You have a 540 in there, high 200s.
Well, and you think, man, Dusau has really battled all week long, Shay, and she went 4 scoreless with them. The first 4 innings, she didn't give up any runs, and that's really impressive.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with her. I mean, what can you say about the 10-inning game the other night? Her and the Hebron pitcher, I believe her name was Wagner, did a great job.
Yeah.
They were that might be gone. It's got a chance. Oh, wow.
Oh, she reels it in.
Wow.
She might have stole a home run out
Yeah,
there.
she might have. Big play. So let's see if that can bring some momentum into the dugout for the last, they need 5 runs here. So coming up for Wheeler, it's going to be Klimzak, Chevalier, and Lyra.
And we'll be right back.
This is Oldview. And this is Now You.
5 wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt, my partner, the captain, Shay Casson. So we had a brief discussion about what a bearcat was, and it was sort of bugging me that I didn't know what it is. So the binturong, also known as the bearcat, is a native to South and Southeast Asia.
Okay.
It is uncommon in much of its range, and it has been assessed as vulnerable on the IUCN, I don't know what that is, red list because of the declining population trend, that it's estimated that at more than 30% over the last 3 decades. So, I don't know.
Good piece of information, Tim.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised the Hammer didn't call or text with that information. As much insight as he has, and
he wouldn't have Googled it. He would have just known.
Yeah.
So there's a picture of the bearcat.
Okay. That's a kind of a cute little thing, but I'm guessing it might be kind of mean if they're using it.
I'm guessing it's evil.
If they're using it for a mascot,
I don't think it's a cuddly kind of. It's not a koala.
He must not be watching tonight.
He must not be watching.
We would have heard from him. Good pitch, good swing. It's going to be a 1-1 count.
So Wheeler down to their last 3 outs of the season. Ball's going to be hit
Clemzak.
softly.
Nice play by Richard. She's going to throw it away.
Yep. Clemzak thought the better of it. Right fielder was in great position.
Yeah, how
backing
about
up
that?
the play.
Yeah, how about that? The right fielder got over there and was right there, and that just goes to the the Boone Grove coaching staff and how fundamentally sound these girls are.
I like it, Shay.
Chevalier coming up to the plate. Go over to first, get the easy one. Good play by Richards over there at third. Lyra coming to the plate, cleanup hitter. Lyra struck out, flied out, and grounded out. So she's due.
Takes that changeup upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
No cheer dad tonight.
No.
I'm disappointed. So this kid, this Lyra, has really impressed me this tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, third base.
She's a great hitter, but man, can she play some third base?
Yes, she can. And strong arm, tough. That's really what you want in your third baseman.
Yeah.
I think that Ronnie Santos said one time, all you need to play third base is a strong chest and a strong arm. And there's a lot of truth to that, Tim.
Yep. I thought the Hammer said that.
Well, he might have. Ron Santo he probably took it from the Hammer.
Okay, yeah, I think so. I think that's probably what happened.
Hammer was kind of that type of player, You'd see him take that off. Hammer played third base. He'd take it off the chest, pick it up, and fire it over to first.
It's a different kind of toughness over there in
Yeah.
that corner.
Right off her hands. That's going to be a tough play. And make the play, so there's going to be 2 outs. So Wheeler's down to their last out. That's going to be DeSalle coming up. They haven't given her a lot to hit. She's walked twice, had a base hit. The last two at bats, she hasn't seen much. Sorry, but got that wrong all tournament, I think.
I think we did.
I did, yeah. And I'm going off what the announcers are saying, so.
Really enjoyed. She's another kid for Wheeler. I've really enjoyed watching.
Yes.
This week. This is a tough kid. So Wheeler down to their last bullet. So DeSalle, she's a senior. I'm sure her last plate appearance as a high schooler, she'd rather not go down swinging, but it's going to take that ball upstairs.
Now, is that setting up another pitch, Tim?
I think it is.
Kind of a philosopher there on strategy. That's kind of why I asked. And it did. So
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
Deuces wild.
Do or die.
Seemed like we had that a lot on that marathon game the other night.
Lots of deuces.
And she got her. And Boone Grove's going to win the sectional. We had a lot of fun this sectional.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun. Winamac's really enjoyed hosting all the teams. Can't say enough about Boone Grove. And, gosh, Wheeler, they really hung with them tonight.
They did.
So, you got to tip your hats to Lyra, who's a senior with the Bearcats, and Edmonds a senior, and Dussault's a senior.
Right.
So those are going to be that's their last high school game.
Right,
so.
and they've really battled. And congratulations to Boone Grove, great team.